All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I'd like to give all praises, honor, glory unto Yahweh Shem Yahshua B'Shem HaKodash, double honor unto the apostles and elders of the great millstone who rule well. Salutations to you hopeful, sincere, elect brothers out there pushing the word of Yahweh Shem Yahshua in spirit and in truth. All right, coming back with another lesson. And I was watching this last night. This is the Donald Trump speaks after winning the 2024 presidential election. And there was something that he mentions here in this speech that caught my attention. All right, so I'm going to play it and then edify, Lord willing, through the Spirit.
He's really an amazing guy, but most of all, I want to thank the millions of hardworking Americans across the nation who have always been the heart and soul of this really great movement. We've been through so much together, and today you showed up in record numbers to deliver a victory like probably like no other. This was something special, and we're gonna pay you back. We're gonna do the best job. We're gonna turn it around. It's got to be turned around. It's got to be turned around fast, and we're gonna turn it around. We're gonna do it in every way, with so many ways, but we're gonna do it in every way. This will forever be remembered as the day the American people regained control of their country. So I just want to say that.
All right, so hopefully the recording picked up that audio. But as he said, you know, this is going to be forever remembered as the day, you know, they took back their country, you know, and he's talking about Edomites. He ain't talking about nobody else but Edomites. He's not talking about Native Americans, Seminole Indians, all right, so-called natives and Seminoles being the tribe of Gad and Reuben. All right, he's not talking about so-called Mexicans, which, you know, owned Mexico and whatnot. I mean, New Mexico and Texas and whatnot. All right, this land, America, was stolen by people that look like Donald Trump, by Edomites, biblical Edomites. Okay, so he's talking about, you know, taking back the country. He's talking about all these illegals, all right, all the migrants, the immigrants that have came up here to the Americas, all right, in particular, Israelites, all right, from Central and South America, within the last couple of years, by the millions that have come up to America, as well as, you know, the heathen nations, all right, people that's come from Pakistan, India, China, you know, Iraq, Iran, Syria, you know, places like that. Salakia, bear with me just 1 second. Places like that. He's talking about getting rid of those people, deporting those people. All right, putting more restrictions on the border. All right, and ultimately, Jacob's trouble, man. All right, what he's talking about doing, taking the country back, is referring to putting holy hell on Israelites. Okay, and the Lord got him in office. You know, the 47th president of the U.S. All right, the Lord deliberately put this man in office because he's going to be the one that's going to get shit cracking. You know, I perceive through the Spirit. Being that we're in the end and we're so far along in prophecy, whoever was going to get put in office, whether it was Kamala or Donald Trump, was going to have to do the bidding of the devil anyways. Okay. But this guy he doesn't give a shit. All right. So holy hell is coming to the tribes, man. All right. So this is Jeremiah 30:7. It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Okay. So there's going to be a time in which it's going to be bad out here for Israelites, man. You know, that pride, that arrogance, all right, that hatred that Esau naturally has for Israelites. When Trump first got elected president, you seen that surge in racist rhetoric and racist pride and pompous pride that the Edomites were revigorated with when Trump first got in office. Okay, so when he gets in office again, it's going to be even worse. This time, to where it's going to lead to, all out race wars, man. Okay, the time of Jacob's trouble is coming, man. But the most important point of all this is that there's going to be an elect remnant that's going to be saved out of all this bullshit that's about to happen. Which brothers that have been laboring, that has been sincere and hoping to be of that number, that's simply, doing what you got to do to show the Lord that you're faithful. All right, in hoping in His mercy, hoping in His salvation. Hey, the Lord He's going to deliver brothers, man. All right, the Lord is going to deliver brothers. So because these Edomites think they really think they about to win, man. All right, especially with a lot of these speeches, man, that Donald Trump and these other individuals give. They want to start calling on Jesus and God bless America and God this and God that, and thinking Trump is some holy individual, and really like they're trying to bring back that old school plantation Christianity as being just the blanket of so-called religion in America, man. And the Lord is not about to let that happen. He's not about to let the nation of Israel get rocked back to sleep through, Esau oppressing us for our beliefs, because that's what it's boiling down to. All right, Jacob's about to be persecuted for what they believe. All right, 1 Thessalonians 5 and 3, it says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." And another thing they are pushing is peace and safety. Okay, because one thing that Trump had mentioned was that, when he was in office, his first term, there wasn't no war. Okay, now that which there was war. All right, they were going over to Syria, messing around in Syria, messing around and battling ISIS and whatnot. Okay, so there was war, even if it was via proxies and whatnot. But this World War III, the tension that these nations have currently with each other, in particular with the West, it's not going nowhere, man. It's only going up. Okay, so he's trying to make promises that there ain't gonna be no war, but how is that possible when he's an avid supporter of the state of Israel? Okay, which that's something that both candidates shied away from when they were running for president, was the fact that no matter what, they're going to support Israel, okay, in their genocide of the Palestinians. All right, which majority of people in around the world, as well as here in the U.S., they ain't feeling that. Okay, but that's something that both candidates shied away from. All right, so he over here talking this peace and safety, and he gonna make the economy strong again, and things are gonna become affordable and all that bullshit, man. Bullshit. All these nations are jumping to the bricks and shying away from even dealing with Babylon the Great, man. So that's not gonna be any good for us. All right, or should I say for America, not for us. Fuck America. It's not going to be any good for America, but it's going to be good for us being the hopeful elect of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, because Esau's decline, in particular America's decline, means that we're being raised up. Okay, and Abba Ratazah, that leads to us being physically raised up, being delivered when all hell breaks loose and the missiles start flying. Okay, verse 4, it says, "But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief." Okay, so we know perfectly well what time it is, man. And in Abba Ratazah, we stay in the spirit, and these things don't overtake us, all right? Because a lot of people going to be rocked to sleep thinking that the economy is going to bounce back, and, you know, certain things that possibly can happen to artificially inflate, you know, the economy and prop it up to make it look like it's doing good, but really it's all smoke and mirrors, man. It's a magic show, all right? But we know that. We are not ignorant of Satan's devices, as it says in 2 Corinthians 2:11. All right, so I'm going to just read this in 2 Ezra 15 and 1. I'm going to read down. It says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord." And this is a major thing in which we prophesy of, being that this is pertaining to this time. Okay, "And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear none of their imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee." And there's a lot of incredulity that's coming against the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua that the prophets speak. Whether that's coming from pseudo-Israelites, whether it's coming from 2/3, whether it's coming from Esau, Edom, and the other nations. Okay, everybody got something to say about, you know, the true doctrine of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Okay, to where, you know, like I said, eventually, you know, we're going to be persecuted for having this word. All right. It says, and incredulity means unbelief. All right. "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction," in which you see these plagues actually hitting the planet, man. All right. All this is happening, man. You got engineered famines. You got people dying from so-called natural disasters. All right, you just had the floods over there in Spain, so on and so forth, and ultimately, destruction's coming. All right, by way of those nuclear missiles. It says, for wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled, saith the Lord. Okay, therefore, saith the Lord. All right. And Esau, he's running amok, man. Esau has definitely run amok. And there's only so much that the Lord is going to allow Esau to do before he considers his wickedness being, fulfilled. All right, because it goes into that in Revelation 18. It says, "I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually." And that's why it's important for brothers to continue to complain and drop spiritual cases on all these punk-ass individuals that you got to see and deal with on a daily basis, in particular, Edomites, man. Okay? Continue to throw up curses on Babylon the Great. Ask the Lord to destroy this place. Okay? Because these people are vile, they're profane, they're wicked, they're evil. You know, and they just carry on with their life like it's all good, man. All right, and the Lord ain't with that, man. The Lord is, you know, hey, give the Lord a reason. These people give the Lord a reason to be destroyed. All right, so why not help expedite that destruction by throwing up curses on this wicked ass place with these demonic ass people? All right, here in Babylon the Great. Okay, verse 9, it says, "And therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them." Okay, the elect gonna be delivered, man. "Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt." And our people is led as a flock to the slaughter, because you got a bunch of bonehead niggas and nigga women that was going to go vote for Trump, that was going to go vote for Kamala Harris. All right, not knowing that you getting a trick played on you. You know, and a lot of them know that they're getting a trick played on them, but they consider, all right, let me just choose the lesser of two evils, which is one of the, how dumb is that? The scriptures tell you in the law that you ain't supposed to set up somebody over you that's not of your nation. All right, and neither one of them is of our nation. Trump is an Edomite, and Kamala Harris is a Elamite, okay, a so-called East Indian. Neither one of them come from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So what the hell is your problem with voting for these bozos? Okay, but nonetheless, our peoples, they led as a flock to the slaughter, man, just willingly ignorant, believing in this broken system. Okay, going down to Egypt for help. All right, verse 11, instead of turning to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Okay, so, the Lord is saving the best for last. There's going to be a lot of crazy shit that's going to be happening in due time, so just be prepared. Spiritually, be prepared. It says, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. Okay. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seeds shall fail through the blasting in hell and with a fearful constellation. All right, the Lord's going to bring that famine. All right. Woe to the realm and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. All right, civil war. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. All right, so there's going to be a uprising. The average so-called U.S. citizen. All right, they're going to go after politicians, senators, congressmen, mayors, governors. All right, even the president himself. All right, elected officials. It's going to be a crucial civil war, racial war, all that, and niggas is going to be caught up in the midst of all that. All right, a lot of the tribes that came up here to the Americas is going to be caught up in that. All right. Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Let me see. There's more to this, but I believe that serves the point. Actually, let me read 19. It says, a man shall have no pity on his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with a sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. All right, so it's going to be a civil war, race war. It's going to be dog eat dog out here, man. All right, so that's what Trump is coming to bring. All right, he's coming to bring he's coming to bring chaos, man. All right, so Lord willing, that was edifying. Until next time, shalom.